Hey y'all, Jim Pankey here. I want to talk to you today about what's behind this plastic cover. There's an adjustment here where we can adjust the bow in the neck. And it's called a truss rod, and that is a truss rod cover. And to do this, I'm going to pull some video from the past. I did a video several years ago on how to set up a new banjo when you get it, and I covered that quite extensively, and I want to show you a clip of that video, and just maybe that'll solve some mysteries and help y'all get your banjo set up to where it plays the absolute best that it can, because playability is one of those things that will make you more apt to pick up your banjo and practice. If it's hard to play, you're gonna leave it sitting in the stand. Now, this banjo that does have a cover. Some don't, like my Buwas, it does not have a cover. And sometimes your adjustment in there, sometimes it'll be a nut and you'll need a wrench or a socket to fix that. Sometimes it'll be an Allen key, and the banjo that I show you in this next video uses an Allen wrench to adjust it, but it's not like you're going to need a special tool for it. So let's look at that, and hopefully it'll clear up some things for you. There's this mystery of this truss rod cover, and that's what this little cover is. It's a truss rod cover, and if you look online, you get all kind of advice and information on it. And one of the things I like to do when I get a new banjo in is make sure that truss rod is adjusted properly. And the way I do that is, and you can use, I got big hands, so it's real easy for me. I'll hold this down right here at the very bottom of that last fret, so I'm fretting beyond it, and then up here at the 12th fret, and then I will see how much clearance that I've got between the fingerboard and that, really about the 7th fret. And on this one, there's a little more than I like, which means that the neck is bowed this way. If it was touching when I fretted both ends, like 1st fret and down here at the 22nd, on past the 22nd, if it was touching, then that means the neck was bowed back. So since it's bowed this way, and that's I'm really exaggerating here, since it's bowed that way, we want to adjust that. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and take this truss rod cover off, and now you're going to get to see what we're going to do. And so don't lose these little tiny screws. You don't want to lose these because they're tiny. So if you drop one, they'll go skittering across the floor and you may never see it again. If you got a magnetic screwdriver, that would be even better. Me, I've got a cheap dollar store screwdriver here, but we'll try not to lose one. I can always run and get a magnet, I guess, put on the screwdriver. Okay, so the screws are off. And then we take the little truss rod cover off, and we'll just lay that to the side. And now we're going to take that Allen wrench that we got with our kit, and there's in that hole there. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. I can't see what I'm doing here, but in that hole down in there, there's a place where you can slide that Allen wrench, and we're just going to tighten it up. Okay, so just like everything else is. You want to, lefty loosey, righty tighty, and it's pretty loose. So I'm gonna give it. Now, what I recommend to you is you make it a 1/4 of a turn, and then you check your adjustment to see how high that string is at the 7th fret, and it's still a little high to me. So we're gonna go a little more. Don't go more than a 1/4 of a turn at a time. That's just good advice. Best advice I can give you at the moment. And so it's still a little high. And you say to me, Jim, well, how much clearance should I have? That was another 1/4 turn at the 7th fret there. And that's a good question. I usually say about the thickness of a business card, or maybe a little more. No more than 25 thousandths really, but somewhere between a business card and 25 thousandths, however much that would be. Your guess is as good as mine. I do so much of this by feel. I don't do a lot by just I don't have a lot of numbers written down, and I usually check a couple of strings. I'm gonna go a little more because this was really loose. And keep in mind, you know, these imported instruments are coming from, you know, another country, and they may be, you know, they're coming from a different environment, humidity-wise, and so it's nice to check and make sure everything is where it ought to be. And now we're getting into the spectrum of where I like it. So I'm not going to do any more than that. That's as far as I'm going to take that today. And now we'll put that little truss rod cover back on, and I'll be right back. I won't make you endure that. Okay, folks, I hope that was helpful. Pulling information from the past, but there's a lot of stuff back there, and sometimes it's a little buried, and so I hope that helps. If you like this sort of thing, be sure to hit a thumbs up on this and leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe, and if you want to get notifications, ring the bell, and we will see you next time.